a sign and as a symbol of this growing awareness in your reality, a book. A.D. After disclosure. Find it, read it. It will help as a preparatory primer to the idea of many of the things that you will need to consider in this process of transformation from a world that considered itself to be isolated to a world that knows it is in contact with others from the stars. It will give great insight. Not every single thing will happen in the way that the book may speculate, but it is a well thought out, very intelligent reasoning and reflection of your own processes to give you much to consider about the changes that will occur within you that will shift you to parallel Earths that will be more representative of this process of change and of the process of acceptance that you are not alone. It is, in that sense, rare for us to suggest these books that exist in your society, but this one is a true marker, a true reckoning, and a true realization in general of many of the things that are important for you to consider about the transformations taking place in your society and what your society may ultimately look like once you have accepted the idea en masse that contact is an ongoing experience and part of the natural evolution of you as a species from what you may loosely call Homo sapiens to Homo galacticus. You're at the very beginnings of this journey, but this journey has been going on for a long time in your terms of time. But you have now arrived at the tipping point. And again, we are grateful and extremely ecstatic to have chosen to interact with you, for we do nothing that does not excite us fully. And interacting with you, we cannot imagine anything more exciting. In return for the great gift you are giving to our civilization, I ask you now, in what way may we continue to co-create the expansion of contact in your world? You may begin with your dialogues.
Hi, Bashar.
I know you. Good day.
I'm really excited about this.
As are we.
Perfect.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I have a few questions. So,
Yes.
one of my questions is, there are, as you said, 5 hybrid races.
Yes.
But you've talked briefly on one of your transmissions about a 6th that doesn't have a necessary civilization because they're the Wanderers or meant...
No.
Can you please explain
The
that?
Wanderers are a different group of entities altogether that may touch in now and then to different civilizations, remaining relatively loosely connected through their incarnations, simply as gatherers of information that aid and assist in a variety of projects, including the idea of contact, including the idea of the hybridization program, but they are not themselves the 6th hybrid race. Earth will be the 6th hybrid race. And you are in the process now of taking the hybridization that you already are and transforming it into something even more different. The Earth shall eventually become the 6th hybrid race, and once the Earth has created itself to be the 6th hybrid race, then all 6 hybrid races will again blend into a new form that will be the 7th hybrid race, unlike anything you have ever seen, unlike anything that has ever existed within creation, and it will be expressed in a very different way of interdimensionality that will be, well, I'll just put it in your old-fashioned terms, mind-blowing.
That's very cool. I mean, hot. It's very hot. We have young people here that have that term.
Yes, we understand.
Yes. Am I interacting with any of these hybrid races? Am I going to be working with them? In what way?
I cannot spill all your beans.
Perfect.
But you will find that you have some connection to the children, to some degree, that will be returned to your planet, eventually. and take up residence in certain enclaves that will be safe places for them to acclimatize to your reality and allow your reality to get used to them as well.
Specific geographic locations?
Yes.
Exciting. Do they have anything to do with the chakra points of the Earth?
In some senses, you will find that the vibrations that exist in those vortices you call chakra points upon the Earth are that which will allow for certain balances to occur in the overall vibration of your planet that will allow for easier acclimatization of the hybrid children to your world. So it is involved, yes.
Great. Do I have any hybrid children?
You have a few.
Really? Can I know anything more about them?
You can.
What can I know?
Why not ask them?
I will. I will
All right.
continue to. I have.
Allow yourself to go into now meditations. Understand that the beginning of this process we have initiated this day of your time will aid and assist in the acceleration of energy on your planet in a very specific frequency that will make it much easier for all of you when you go into the proper state that is representative of your excitement, of your balance, of your peace, to allow you to perceive and receive and experience greater forms of contact between the hybrid children, between other civilizations and yourself. This declaration's vibration is specifically tuned to be capable of increasing your ability to be a receiving antenna for the particular frequencies that are germane to the idea of contact in all its forms. So, take advantage of that. Ride that wave. Be in that state. Even reading the declaration to yourself, going into a meditative state after reading it will put you at the proper frequency domain to receive more communication, more understanding, and more awareness of all the different phases that are involved in contact. Yes?
Thank you for that
Yes.
permission slip.
Yes.
I have another question.
Yes.
So, how many alien and extraterrestrial and gray civilizations are now above our planet?
27.
That's very exciting.
Yes.
And then, my last question. My brother Ren, his name's Ren, seems to be kind of hybridy.
You are all hybridy. To one degree or another. Different forms of hybrids exist among you, if only because, again, as we have described, the fact that you are even a human form is the result of alteration of DNA and hybridization of the original hominid species that evolved on your planet millions of years ago. So, in a sense, the human even begins as a hybrid, but there have already also been other alterations in different ways for many of you in a variety of different kinds of energetic or physiological alterations.
That's a good point.
Yes.
Okay. And this brother of mine is having a new baby.
All right.
And is there any extraterrestrial involvement in its DNA?
Again, because of the alterations that have occurred, it allows for the new generations to not just be a different generation, but a different species altogether.
That's very exciting. All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
It's been great.
It still is.
Good morning.
And to you, good day.
I have two about me, two about you.